go marching in. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in, I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Good morning, people. Oh, everywhere we go, it's the Top Man Boys making all the noise. Everywhere we go. Good morning, peoples. Love to you all. Hope you're all doing great today and looking forward to having a really good Sunday with your family and all the people you love and like to be with. This morning, I want to touch on a couple of things. I've just been to the gym, by the way, so I'm just on the way out to the gym. The Ange thing is starting to sort of wear down now a little bit, or sort of wear off a little bit, not massively if you look across social media, and it's looking more and more likely that it's going to be Thomas Frank that's taking over. I've had a couple of people talk to me, whether they're in the know or not, but they've it's looking like it definitely was a Lewis family decision to get rid of Ange, so everybody's blaming Levy for it. I'm hearing strong evidence that it wasn't Levy's call. So for those of you that are blaming Levy for it, then I think you might be wrong. And by what I'm hearing through the grapevine, which most of you guys are probably hearing as well through all the social media things, is that the Lewis family now are a little bit fed up the way the club's been run, and they're sending their own people in to start organising things better, seeing what's going on, find out why certain things are not happening in the club. I think Levy has been treating it like a little bit like his own little, I don't know, like a dictatorship, some might say. And I think that Joe Lewis's daughter, I think she's had enough of it, which is why all these people are coming in and the board is changing around and things like that. So that's what we're hearing. So, I mean, there's more extreme things we're hearing, whether they're going to happen or not, I just don't know. Such as that we're going to be hearing in the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks, that Daniel Levy himself is going to be either moved aside or down or just made a bit more silent when it comes to footballing decisions. Now, for a lot of us, that would be the ideal scenario. Because I've always said he's great at business. I say he's great at business. There's a lot of business decisions that he's made that are quite weird. Johnny Cardoso contract, for example, when we had signed that pre-contract with him, that we'd get him, I think, for 25 million. But in the contract somewhere it said they left a loophole in it, saying that if we made an offer, he had a choice to come or not, which means he chooses. If he chooses not to, he turns down, that offer goes away. But part of the contract, apparently, was that even if he didn't come to us, we had this little sell-on clause for him. But in the contract, they left a loophole, which meant if he turned us down, we didn't get that clause, even if he was sold to someone else. So there's certain things in Daniel Levy's repertoire, or he'd like to lead us to think that he's a great businessman, which obviously he is. Look at him, where he's got to. But he makes mistakes as well. And that's a big one, in my eyes. So, getting back to the Ange thing, I think, and Thomas Frank, there's a lot of things going on at the club, as I've just said, I think. I'm also hearing from people that the Lewis family were trying their hardest to get, and I still are trying, whether that's actually come to an end now, is that they were trying to get Poch back, because they knew the fans loved him so much, and they getting rid of Ange after winning the trophy was going to cause a lot of heartbreak and anger amongst our fan base. They were trying to get someone that would really appease us, and apparently were willing to pay quite a lot of money to get him out of his contract. But I don't know if it's, obviously I'm not know, I'm just sort of relaying the information to you that I'm getting from different sources. But apparently they really did try, or are trying, to get Poch. But the way things are flowing now, it's looking more likely that it's going to be Thomas Frank as our next boss. The little things that come with that, and I've been trying to digest that now. And you never sell ice cream going that quick. the things I've started to think about now is obviously the upset a little bit and the emotions of losing Ange. And again, as I've said, I did want him to go, but there still comes a bit of emotion with that, because they did win the trophy, and it was a fantastic moment we had, didn't we? But I've sort of passed that. He's gone now, so I've allowed that to go, and been starting to think about the reality of having Thomas Frank as our head coach. I'm going to pull over a bit now. And the way I see it is, he's very exciting. As I said in my other video, is that we think he's not won anything and things like that. But you got to remember that Poch hadn't done anything really, had he? Before he come to us, and look what happened now. So in me, I'm trying to live with the hope that he's going to be more like a Poch, rather than a Stellini or whatever, the managers that have not done things that will go to a club and disappoint. I think he's going to come, and I think he's going to be very good. He's definitely going to coach players very well. He's very organised. He can change his systems to face. It depends on the opposition he's playing, which I really like. Another plus is, I don't know if you noticed, but the Mbomo deal going to Man United was all on. Everything was done. Everything was signed, sealed. Look, suddenly it's stalled. Now we're hearing now stories that Mbomo's entourage or agent, or however you want to put it, are waiting for an offer to come through from Tottenham. Having Thomas Frank coming to the club, I think he's holding out to see if Tottenham will offer a certain amount. Don't get it wrong, he might just be playing Man United to try and bring them up a bit more. You know how these players are. But I'm thinking that he's holding off because he's waiting for an offer to come in from Spurs. That he will change his mind and come to Tottenham if Thomas Frank comes. So there's another plus that I'm thinking. I'm trying to think positive about this Thomas Frank thing, because again, he wouldn't be my first choice without a doubt. But he's not a bad manager. He's done extremely well with what he's got. He's worked on a tight budget with that team, and he's got them well punching above what they should be punching. So I think if he can do the same with us, and let's face it, I mean, our squad had a couple of players. We are top 6 club, aren't we? Let's be honest. We're battling in there with that lot. So if he can punch above his weight, we could be looking like top 4, top 3. But then again, he needs to know. He needs to learn. He's going to learn with us. Do you know what I mean? Same as Ange was. And all the rest of them. But this year he's got Champions League to deal with. So that's going to be the challenge for him, I think, to juggle Champions League, the Premier League, FA Cup, the League Cup, and also he'll be in charge of the Super Cup game. And that'll be his initiation as being a Tottenham coach. I mean, that's pretty that's pretty scary, I should think, from him. He's got to place PSG in the Super Cup. Imagine if he wins that. I think he probably would be the most successful manager of all time, Tottenham. Think of that. If he comes in and wins that Super Cup, he'd have won Tottenham a trophy in his first ever game for Tottenham. I don't know if anyone's even thought about that yet. Yeah, I mean, and let's try and be a bit more happier as a fan base. Let's move on. And like, Andrew's fantastic, but then again, I was speaking to my wife yesterday, and I was saying, do you know what? It's almost like I was looking across the fan base just as Andrew sacked or when he won the cup, and I said it was almost like Andrew had held up, you know, the memory pen thing in Men in Black, when he holds it up and it blinks and it wipes everyone's memory, and then they tell them what they want you to remember. Oh, it was like that for me. It was like leading up to that cup final. There was so many people out. I mean, I'm looking across all the social media, all the polls and things were saying that that's it, they've had enough of Ange. That we love him as a character, but we want him gone. Massively in that favour. We win the cup, and understandably, to a certain extent, loads of people completely changed. And it literally was like, for me, he had held that pen up in that final, flashed that pen, and wham, everyone had forgotten all the absolute dross that had come that season, that we were in the absolute. And don't forget, please, people, if it hadn't been for that Europa League run, Any other season, he'd have been sacked by Christmas. Come on, you know it. So he was given his chance, and I've posted this morning saying thank you to him, because I do thank him, absolutely. But at some point, guys, let's move on. Yeah, let's move on now. And the new guy that's come in, let's give him our complete and utter backing, which I'm sure you all will. Because I think this could be a slight rebuild, but this could be a really good project that's coming now. We've got a young coach, enthusiastic, wants to come to us. He's got bags of potential, he has, I think, as a coach. Plays a good, what I think is a good football, because it's a forward-thinking football game, philosophy, but with also a defensive base, which I think if Ange could adopt a bit of that, he would become a fantastic manager. I think that would make him a brilliant manager. Because the problem is they're going forward all the time, just leaves so many problems at the back. And I just want to go over at Spurs every week and know that we're not going to concede in the first 10 minutes and go down, concede the first goal all the time. And it's just so demoralising when I was going over there every single week. Oh, mate, sometimes going over there, there was one particular game I went, I think it was 2-0 down. I watched the second half from inside the concourse. That's not me, that's not my Tottenham. It's like I knew what was coming. I couldn't stand there and watch the other fans cheering and enjoying their day. When you're at our fantastic stadium, we should be pommeling them. Especially the lower teams, people at the bottom of the league. And they were coming to our team, our games. Oh, they haven't won it all this season. Come to Tottenham, win. Embarrassing, isn't it? It was embarrassing. But again, like that pen, everyone's forgotten everything, haven't they? So I want to try and end this on a high note. So I say, come on, guys, because I want this to be happy. I want us to start looking forward to the season coming forward, rather than being morally sort of bashed into the ground because of the Ange Postecoglou leaving the club or being sacked. So come on, guys, please like the video if you can, please. It really helps my channel. Like, comment. I always get back to everybody. Subscribe. Go over to my YouTube channel if you haven't been over there yet. It's Deano COYS Chit-Chat. Drop me a subscribe if you could, please. And we're going to do some live soon. I'm going to get on, and if you want to come on, I've always said it, and a few people have asked me about it, and I really appreciate that. If you'd like to come on and have a little chat with me, you don't have to do live. We can do a podcast so that you're not on screen if you don't like that. Please inbox me, and we'll have a little chat and we'll set something up. Because as you probably know from my last video, I've set up the little studio and I'm ready to go. So I'm really excited about building the channel and making it a bit bigger and better and whatever, and bringing other stuff to you. The other thing is I'm going to make a trip to the stadium. It might be today, it might not be today, I don't know, but I'm going to go there because I want to have a little walk around the stadium, have a little chat with everyone, have a look at what's going on in the off season, walk through the shop, and I might do a live from the stadium, actually, interview a few people. If you'd like to see that, or if you yeah, just tell me what you want. Comment below. Boom, 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 boom. What song are we up to? Hang on, I'll turn it down. Que sera, que sera. Do you know what? I was thinking that maybe next season, how about the FA Cup? Would you take the Super Cup in the FA Cup in one season and finish 7th? Under a new manager, 2 trophies, and a top 10 finish. I'll take that, definitely. What do you think? Put your comments below. Love you all. Top until I die.